Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Skyheart. Why did Spyro die? Wait, what?
Oh no.
Well, usually I make a character and eventually it dies.
No, like you stopped showing up on screen for some reason. I don't know why you're not showing up on screen.
Well, might as well get it off the bat. Valanaris died off screen, and I'm bringing
Shut the
a new
fuck up.
character called Schnellanaris.
Schnellanaris, yeah.
Schnellanaris.
Yes, Schmalanaris, cousin to Valanaris.
Also an Azimar.
Also,
Super rare creatures, but yeah.
yeah, but you know. Also, I just got a villain point from Sindosa to balance out the hero point that was given earlier. But yes, so I am here joined by my wonderful. Oh, there he is. He popped up on stream now. I'm here joined by my wonderful friends. We have Verdite playing Scottzilla, the very much cleric, and nothing else.
Hello, it's me, the very much
Playing
cleric.
Scottzilla?
Yep, that's what they said.
Godzilla playing Verdite. Shut up. We also have Savian playing Savian, the very sorcerer.
Mina
Chelsea.
the Hollower comes out Friday.
The, what?
Mina the Hollower, yeah.
Mina the Hollower comes out Friday! Woo!
I don't know
Let's
what that
go.
is.
New game from Yacht Club, the company that made Shovel Knight.
It's the little mouse game.
Yeah, I backed it on Kickstarter a few years back, so I'm
Yeah.
excited. I'm gonna get my
Ooh.
Kickstarter.
Interesting. Nice.
It's like a throwback to the old Game Boy Advanced games.
Oh no, the nostalgia. Oh, right in the nostalgia feels. Okay, cool. All right. Then we have Spyro Proxy playing Valanaris, the not
Playing
paladin.
Schnellanaris.
We're not continuing
Unlike
that
my
joke.
cousin,
We're not continuing that
I
joke.
am I am an actual paladin with a mustache.
I love the idea that Spyro just kills off Valanaris to make Schmalanaris so he could play a paladin.
Yeah.
He's jonesing for a paladin now. It's been too
No.
long. Yeah.
It has been too long, but I'm dealing. It's part of the process. Like drug addict,
Scott,
paladin addict.
Scott, you have no idea how much this guy just needs to play paladins.
Heck, listen, I get it. I played a paladin. He was really cool. He was a big dragon guy. It was neat.
You haven't played mostly paladins though.
I've played 2 paladins. My second ever character was a paladin, and then I decided I didn't want to be him anymore, so I asked the DM to kill him so I could be somebody else.
Oh, that's
What's a
nice.
Paladin?
He got
Wait,
shot
the
by a
DM?
pirate ship cannon at point blank range.
A paladin would survive that.
A true paladin would survive that.
He was a Warforged paladin, so maybe he was built wrong, I guess, maybe.
And finally, the just arrived Raining Blades playing Cathis, the monk.
Hi, everyone.
There he is. Hi, RB. Rafi's
Hey, guys.
saying he
I'm not
is.
driving. Woo!
What?
I'm not driving. Woo!
Yay! Rafi's saying that Spyro is a real life paladin. It's only natural for him. Aww. Aww.
I wish I could cast Divine Smite though.
Can you imagine?
I wouldn't need anything else.
Oh my god. All right, calm down. Yes. So, my friends, welcome to episode 17 of season 4. In the previous episode, the party was in the Surface Temple, the Temple of the Skybinders that had fallen to the surface and was surrounded by demons. They were attacked by Crow and his cronies. Get it? Get it?
No.
No?
No.
You
so
get
funny
mad
when
at
the
us for
DM
bad
does it.
jokes.
Rocks fall, everyone dies.
Well,
We had a good run, everybody.
But yes, so they were attacked by Crow, and the party decided to rush to the temple core to get the core, get out of there, get out of Dodge before Crow could get to them. Through some very clever strategizing and planning, they not planning, not strategizing, just thinking on their feet. There we go. Through some very clever thinking on their feet, they, instead of fighting the core, they hacked into it and shut it down. Shut down the defenses, allowing them to take the core. They kept the self-destruct sequence online so they could catch Crow in the destruction, took a copy of the map, and then bolted to the escape area where they found out there's a teleportation circle that they basically used to get out of there. And as they left, they saw Crow get blown the fuck up. And spent the whole week saying that Crow isn't dead. Literally, it's been the whole week of just repeating that Crow isn't dead.
Crow's not dead.
I mean,
Yes.
he's not dead.
I mean, I don't know. You saw him explode, but it's fine. All right. Anyway.
No, we saw him start to explode before we conveniently teleported away.
Yeah, because otherwise you would have exploded as well. You can't
One
have
of
your
us should
cake
stay
and eat it.
behind.
Oh, right.
Make sure.
Yeah, no, sure. If you want to volunteer, Schmalinaris.
No, if I was a
They're
paladin,
not dead unless you see a body, and we didn't see it
Exactly
go from
so.
being completely, or from being alive to being a charred mess of remains, and therefore we don't know.
You know, in some series, seeing a body isn't even a dead giveaway that they are actually dead.
whose side are you on?
Dead giveaway.
Anyway, the party teleported. Supposedly, they were going to teleport to the temple amidst the airstorm, but the airstorm itself, the wild magics there were actually interfering with the teleportation, making them just, reappear in the middle of the sky. Luckily, they already had their wings out, allowing them to fly to nearby safety before they lost function of their wings. And for the first time in many seasons, the party was allowed to have a long rest.
True that.
It's been a long time. But yes, not only did you have a long rest, but you also leveled up to level 10, which I've done the levels up. And it's been 2 weeks since the fateful day of the temple self-destructing. Let me just put some background music. Puts on fight music immediately. Be funny. That'd be fun. What are you doing? Oh, I forgot to give you your fighting style.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wait, did I? Wait. Wasn't it at level 7?
Wait,
No.
shouldn't Valinaris already had his fighting style?
Yeah.
2 of them?
I'm pretty sure you picked something. Didn't you pick like... Wait, hold up. You had the fence.
And then blind fighting.
And blind finding.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. All right.
That's it.
That
Okay,
scared
we're good.
Scared me for a moment. All right. It's been a little close to 2 weeks since the last time we've seen our lovely band of intrepid adventurers. After teleporting, you found yourselves in the middle of the sky, and you found a small island. And then using your flight capabilities, you were able to hop from island to island over the course of a couple of days until you were until you encountered a flying ship that took you to a nearby city. the nearby island. During that time, you've kept a low profile, resting, recovering, since you went through 3 days of torture, plus a lot of fighting, a lot of difficult moments. You needed some time to recover, plus you needed to keep a low profile. During that time, you were contacted by the rest of the crew. Esme, Corin, and, well, Veyrun, who was with them. But Esme and Corin were able to send a message to you, telepathic magical message through the spell sending, informing you that they were all right. You learned over the course of the messages exchange that they had been trying to locate you when you suddenly left the place you were at into a completely different place, and they figured that you had escaped. And they informed you that the Six-Eyed Crows had taken the ship, the Windcaller, but at least they were alive, and they were able to, through some deals with old friends of Esme and Captain Lyra, they were able to actually gain some transportation. It's not a ship nearly as good as the Windcaller, but at least it's something to get around. And through discussions, it was agreed that they would be the ones to come get you at the island you were at. You kept a low profile, waiting for your friends to come to you. Through that time, you also discovered what the items that you pilfered from the Six-Eyed Crows were, especially the necklaces. So the necklaces you've been using, you discovered that they are, each of you has it in your inventory, that they are necklaces of adaptation, is essentially giving you advantage against poisons and allowing you to breathe in any environment, which is what essentially kept you from being infected by the surface. Kethis, I unattuned your short sword because you can only have 3 attuned, but since it's been a while, you can pick whichever 3 items you wanna have attuned currently. That's up to you. I just had to unattune one, otherwise it would have it would have not let me.
You good?
Yeah. You also found out, not because of an identify spell, because you don't have money, period. But you also found out that the gauntlets that you recovered on your way out, along with the necklaces, were actually a very simple magical item, but simple but powerful. A gauntlets of ogre power.
Ooh.
Gauntlets that essentially increase your strength to 19 when worn. Who took hold of these gauntlets? Who currently has them, so I can give it to put in their inventory?
I mean, I think Kethis is the one who technically grabbed everything and looted everything.
Yes, but
But
Yeah.
I'm asking
yeah,
which
because the
of
question of who actually would use them.
yeah, which exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. Who would get? I'm not going to give it to Kethis just so he gives it to someone else, so I can give it directly. So
Is that useful for Kethis' grapples?
No, it's not any better for me because I can use Dex in place of anything.
Okay, then I think the only one.
I would essentially just get it for the saving throws and for the athletics check. So if that boosts, if you have, like, what's your strength right now?
17.
It's 17. It would only be a +1 to strength, so it might be a greater increase on someone else.
But I think, you're the only one that actually uses strength.
Yeah, unless
reliably
you
or
want it for
ever.
saving throws.
I'm proficient in strength saving throws regardless, and I have, because I'm assuming it's attunement, and I have.
It is an attunement, yes.
Yeah, I have. I don't really like all the three now with the necklace. I don't really have anything that I care to unattune. So, I'd say take it, and it's just a +1 bonus, but +1's +1.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, if everyone is in agreement, I'm going to give it to Valanaris.
Mhm.
Okay, Valanaris, you now have. I'm going to unattune the necklace from you, so you can attune the gauntlets.
Oh, I have what do I have I have the armor only.
And the mantle of the Sky Warden.
And the mantle, yes. Well, the mantle is essential because of slow fall.
You do gain the slow fall ability and also resistance to lightning damage,
Yeah.
which tends to get nifty sometimes. But yes, so I will say during that week where you kept a low profile, you didn't have any money, so you would have had to do a bit of work to pay the bills while keeping a low profile, which is not the easiest, but you are capable of doing. So I'm gonna say you did spend the week like doing some enough to survive on, to have a decent survival while keeping eyes off of you. During that time, you also developed new abilities. You've learned that resting next to Verdite makes you somehow a little bit more resilient.
Yes. Sleep with me, Verdite.
Damn.
It's not evil.
Yes, totally not evil. Good, very good. Yes.
Not evil. Yes, good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything? Let's say during that 1 week, anything in particular that stands out that you would have wanted to do during that 1 week, or not? I just want to know. Just giving you the opportunity before we move on.
No, not anything specific from me.
Nothing further for me.
Chelsea and Verdite, anything either of you wanted to do during that time or not?
I don't think so. Not me.
No.
Okay, cool. So the week passes. You use the money that you've earned buying food and lodging, and you should be expecting your companions to arrive at the island within either today or the next day, according to the message that you are sent. You also, I forgot about this. The one who's actually communicating with you is, unsurprisingly, Cosmo. He's the one sending the message spell.
Oh,
Yeah. It's a
nice
very
kitty.
yeah. It's a very intelligent cat, let's say. And he only sends the messages directly to Chelsea and no one else.
Tracks.
Yeah. Sometimes Chelsea, he would send you just random messages, just complaining about the food, and how
Yeah.
how he misses the former cook who was pretty decent at making scrumptious meals, but but sometimes you just get little texts from him. It's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, just little cat texts.
Texting with a cat.
Yep. Where was I? Yes. So a week passes. And I forgot to mention. Yes, I knew I was forgetting something. During those communications, you also learn that the remaining crew, Esme and Corin and Veyrun, acquired a way to keep divination off of them. So that's how they've been avoiding the six-eyed crows, because they've found a way to avoid divination, and that's why they are the ones heading towards you. Aside from the fact that they also have a shit. But yes, so as you are waiting for the crew to arrive, should be today, and hear a knock on the door of your rooms. Well, room. You let's just say you have a singular room. You're right. Two. Anyone go to open the door, or?
Hello?
Well, now, so are you the one opening the door? All right.
Sure.
Bang, you dead.
Hey, I need to know this stuff in case there's an explosion or something.
Shave and a haircut, 2 bits.
Good job. As you open the door, Valanaris, I would assume expecting the rest of the crew, you see an odd individual on the other side.
It's Crow. Get him.
Immediately punches the dude. Ah! Boom! You see an odd individual on the other side. You see that this individual is rather emaciated. Has this darker, almost grayish skin to him, and he has this very pronounced, incredibly exaggerated hunch forward. You see almost his spine almost does an inverted L, as he has this veil over his face and his arms just dangle forward as you hear him go, "Good evening. May I have a word?"
Sure.
"I come bearing a message to the crew of the Wing Collar. May I come in?"
No. No. You're good right here.
Vaughn, do you all go to the door, or just standing back while Valanaris is blocking?
Valanaris he's signaling the crew to come closer.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure this guy's a vampire.
I assure you, I often know ill intentions, but my message is of a sensitive sort.
Can I roll insight
Sure.
on his...
Roll an insight. Weird little fucker, this one.
Yeah. Checks out. Checks out though.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Pretty weird. Pretty weird.
All right. Come on in.
Thank you. He starts to. As he walks, you see he has this long skirt. You don't see his feet move, but you do hear some pitter pattering. You hear like almost like multiple sets of pitter pattering, not just 2 feet. As he like moves in, you close the door and he just looks around. Thank you for allowing me to give you the message. My master will be pleased. I bring a message from the Six-Eyed Crows.
Oh, great.
They send their regards, and it explodes. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. It's just-
No. Awesome. No.
You shouldn't have
This was
let
the
me
plot of the
in.
week. Yeah.
Roll initiative vampire 2.0.
He just explodes.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we all laugh.
No. I bring a message from the Six-Eyed Crows. My master wishes to parley. He does not agree with the methods that have been employed with your crew so far, and tires of the war that has been started and how it has cost greatly on both sides. Thus, he offers an opportunity to have a dialogue between you and him on neutral ground. See, as he
And you're.
Yeah, he's just shifting a little bit, looking between all of you. You don't see his eyes, but you see the head moving toward between you.
I was just supposed to say, it's like, and your leader is.
Mm-hmm.
The great overseer, of course.
And this great overseer knows that that you assholes have killed 6 of our closest friends and crewmates, right?
And
We kind of fucking hate your guts.
indeed. Yet you have also eliminated many of our valuable and dear compatriots. But our leader understands that you have some animosity towards him, but he believes that communication is needed to end this foolish war on acceptable terms. And he offers to parley in neutral ground where it will be assured, where your safety will be most assured.
Uh-huh. And how exactly would we know our safety is assured, quote unquote?
The meeting is set for tomorrow in the great city of Orak. Everyone roll a history, please.
I heard of Aura.
Orak.
Welcome to Orak. What a perfect.
Oh, I better have heard of it. I got a plus 8.
Some of you have been to Orak before in other
Thank you,
campaigns.
test dice.
Oh, good job, Chelsea.
Wow.
Oh my! There is a hero point on the board if anyone wants to use it.
Is an 18 not enough to know where we're at?
I think an 18 and 15 are probably good enough.
Yes, but I just wanted to remind you.
Yeah.
An 18 and a 15. So, Von Ars, you know from your studies that Orak is known as the most ancient city in the Air Islands. also often called the cradle of civilization in the Sky Islands, as a city. In Verdite, you also know this, a city that was that predates the rising of the islands, so it belonged to the forebears.
No jokes there.
Yeah, no, I went quiet for a moment to see if any of you would
I
fucking
didn't
dare.
say anything to wait and see, but this is serious business apparently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, it
Is it too far away from where we are?
yes, you also know that it is literally on the other side of the world. Verdite, you know a little bit more, just a little bit more. You know that it was, it has been inhabited since the first people of the Sky Islands began to, form any sense of cultures, adapting to it, and it is notorious for having these very strict leaders and these very strict factions, and also having very high tech security. It is, for all intents and purposes, a safe place, and he continues as he goes. Oh, 2 hero points now. Thank you, Lightning.
Let's go, Lightning.
Thank you,
Thank you, Lightning.
He does continue though. Norak is a city where we don't have influence. It is the only city where it would be most neutral in every sense of the word, and we have arranged for a venue that will enforce the neutrality of these discussions. You have the word of the six-eyed crows that you will not be hunted until the meeting, and you will be protected during the meeting. To get to it, and you see him move his very bony hand into a satchel behind him and pulls out 2 tickets. To add to it, we have reserved at the teleportation station near here a teleportation free of charge to Orak. He shows 1 ticket, and as a show of good faith, another teleportation from Orak to any destination that you so wish after the meeting is held. And we will not be able to track your new location. Our master hopes that these are enough to show that Parlay is merely what he wishes to accomplish. He's just holding up the tickets and looking between all of you to see what your decisions is. Your decision is...
We might need some privacy to discuss this.
Of course. Please take your time. You see him turn around. And when he turns around, it's almost like he's on like a rotating platform. There's no shifting. He just turns around like on a rotating platform and moves towards the door, opens the door, and then closes it behind it.
Man, that guy's weird.
Yes, he is. What are you thinking? I know Orak's pretty safe, but how safe can we be? I mean, is a teleportation even safe?
I mean, I've never used it myself, but I know many people do in their travels.
I mean, we
The fact that
teleported him.
they the fact that they actually were able to track us down here and now, I mean, maybe if the rest of the crew gets back with divination, that's will shield us. But I mean, if we say no, who knows what they do next? It could be worth at least. I mean, let's be honest. Fuck these guys, in every sense of the world. But if we went with the intention or expectation of telling them to fuck off, it might still be good to have further information. There's nothing we can. I mean, as it stands right now, the score is 2-2, and we have no real. I mean, besides trying to somehow get the cores from the crows themselves and steal them in some way, we really have no way to proceed, anyways.
Yeah,
So,
this might be the lead we need. We shouldn't initiate aggression, but I think we must definitely need to be ready for it.
yeah.
If they can
Chelsea
find us,
Verdite, what do y'all think? Sorry, I didn't hear you, Scott. I didn't mean to cut you off.
That's okay. Turn you up.
What were you saying, Scott?
That's okay. Sorry, I was trying to turn Kenneth up. I couldn't hear him.
No, he was literally asking what Verdite and Chelsea think.
I mean, if they can find us this easily, I mean, we may as well hear him out, right? I don't especially want to. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Crow was an exception and the rest of them are not assholes. I know it's a bit of a long shot, but maybe this guy will talk sense if we tell him the entire world's going to come to an end if we don't, consolidate our cores. Now, I don't want to deal with these guys, but the literal planet's at stake. We can always blow him up later, but we should probably at least hear him out. I know last time we heard somebody out, it didn't go so well, but worst comes to worst, I can teleport us out of there.
I don't like this, but it is a lead. You need what they have.
All right. Kethis is going to go and open the door.
As you open the door, his face is right in front of you.
Kethis is not surprised in the slightest.
Yes.
Kethis is going to hold out his hands for the tickets and just say, "Tell Savinu, tell your master we'll be there for Tux."
Of course. As he puts the tickets gently on your hand. The meeting is arranged for midday tomorrow. The House of Kings. You see him turn slightly to the side to face the hallway. Good day to you. He begins to walk off.
Before you go,
Yes.
the casualties that you said that we inflicted on your side, did that include Crow?
Crow? The master wasn't even at the battle. See him cock his head a little bit confused.
Goodbye.
Good day
Close the door on
to
him.
you. Leaves.
right, guys. So we all agree Grow is definitely alive, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I knew it,
All right.
At this point, you hear another knocking on the door. Tung, 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 tung.
bro.
Two bits.
I'm alive, bitch! You open the door and you see Corin and Esme. They have arrived. A few moments after the individual had left, and immediately Esme gives Kethis a big hug, while Cosmo gives Chelsea a big hug,
Yeah.
and Corin looks very introverted and gives all of
Very
you
corn.
gives all
Gordon's
of you.
really glad he joined up with us.
Oh fucking yep. He gives you all a big nod. Yes, well, I am genuinely glad that you are all alive.
The same with y'all.
Right. Veyrun is waiting outside. He says he's surveilling the area. Whatever that means.
All right. Well, come on in. Let's catch up on everything that we might not have been able to say over magical communication and sending, and including the most recent developments.
Yeah.
Esme gives a nod. Well, first a little bit of good news, I guess, on our side. I had to burn a few bridges and use a few favors, but we were able to acquire this. She pulls off of her neck a necklace that appears to be a closed eye. This necklace will keep the wearer and whoever stays within 30 feet of the wearer immune to any form of divination magic. That's been keeping those fuckers away from us.
That is very useful. Thank you.
Yeah. Also, Goran still has the shard with the map. You see Corin give a nod, and then you see Corin unscrew one of his horns, pop it, and then pull out the shard from inside.
Wow.
Genius.
Pretty genius,
I've
huh?
heard of pirate legs, but not pirate horns.
Yes. Well, I lost it in a very, very dangerous explosion once upon a time and figured it would be a handy-dandy place to hide my valuables.
That's actually very, very smart.
Yes, of course. Do you want to keep it, or should I put it back?
Let's. Why don't you hold on to it? I think that probably best if we don't have both shards in the same place for right now, just in case.
Very well.
I mean,
Squeeze it up.
Plan B, if none of this works out, of course, is to make sure the crows aren't able to do anything to nefarious, whatever their plan is.
And the islands just fall.
Fate's worse than death.
Oh, sure. All right. What about your end? And I assume you tell them the story of everything that happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could just
Fades to black a little bit.
Yeah,
we
we-
fade back in
yeah,
after
yeah.
she's
we fade out and then we fade back in as just see Esme just staring at you. You're not gonna fucking go,
Wow.
are you? What was that, Scott? Sorry, you were about to say something?
I was going to say, while this is happening, did you say Veyrun was nearby?
Yes.
Like I could walk to him nearby?
No, he essentially was outside of
Okay.
the inn that you're staying at.
Okay, while they're recapping everybody, can I go find Veyrun? You can do it after this scene if you
Oh,
want.
sure. You can definitely go find Veyrun.
Yeah. We could do that. We'll do it after
Okay,
this.
so you go find Veyrun as Esme's like, you're not gonna go meet with the floggers, are you? This is a trap. You know this is a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
It's the only chance we have, honestly, of finding the other shards, of getting him back.
They're just gonna have a whole gang of whatever fucking weirdos they have. They're waiting for you. And Corin goes, I for one actually believe that diplomacy is the right answer here. Maybe we could discuss terms. Maybe we could arrange for terms and points that we want, and maybe we can reach a mutual agreement. I think it's better than killing each other.
oh, I'm almost entirely certain that we're going to tell them to piss off at the end of the day. That being said, we are just as much as them. We're kind of in a little bit of a
Pickle.
standoff right here. I mean, they can't achieve their goals unless they get the information we have. We can't, save the world unless we get their stuff. Even if we didn't have this, trying to track them down and steal those cores and steal the maps from them. I mean, we had a hard enough time trying to find the cores to begin with, and the ways we even got to their base were
But we
less
know,
than ideal.
But Cathus, we know where their base is.
Do we? Well, would they?
No,
from
Esme says we know where their base is.
Yes.
We tried
does
to
that-
locate you
does it-
while you were at their base. We have a general idea where their base is.
True, but does that necessarily mean that that's where they're going to be holding on to the maps?
I don't
That even if
fucking
we were
know.
able to infiltrate it, then
But where else would they put it?
I don't know, they could very well.
He could be carrying it himself, doesn't trust anyone else.
Look, all I know is I vote against going to that meeting, but apparently I'm the only one who has a brain right now, but sure. She just leans back, just crossing her arms.
I also don't think we should go to the meeting.
Thank you, Chelsea.
I also think it's a bad idea if we don't, but I still don't think we should. Like a lot of stuff, it is frustratingly annoying.
It's a mean of communication and maybe a peaceful resolution to all of this.
Let's be honest, there is going to be no peaceful resolution. Even if it seems like they're willing to, they're just going to stab us in the back. No more than we'd want to try and stab them in the back. If our goal is to save the world and their goal is to, the best I can understand, is to subjugate and rule over it, well, those are kind of mutually exclusive. I mean, seem to kind of be mutually exclusive. If I had to wager a guess, they're wanting to try and negotiate with us, put us in a position where maybe we think that they were going to be able to use their map or more information or stuff like that to find the Skyheart. and then try and swoop in at the last minute and save it. Or get us in a position where we reveal where the crystals are in the maps and take it from us that way. At the same time, we're going to be going in there looking for pretty much any opportunity that we could skedaddle with their own cores or maps. And basically, especially with that handy dandy necklace, try and avoid all sorts of detection as we go save the world ourselves. I mean, way I look at it, we'd both be going into the meeting, no, we're trying to screw the other one over. It's just a matter of, can we gain more information and figure out what cards each side has, make further plans from there.
Yeah.
Because like I said, as is, I mean, we pretty much, our only other real solution is to maybe infiltrate their base again and see if we can sneak through it and maybe find where the cores are and maybe be able to steal them and then maybe be able to get out again. I mean, I know we were pretty beat up last time we were there and it was under weird, odd circumstances, but I mean, we barely survived getting out of there. That was even before we got sent to hell.
The Esme, like, well, I guess you're the captain now. You do see a little bit of a tremble in her shoulders as she seems to come to terms with what happened with Lyra. So, your choice, I guess. And for a moment, we cut to Verdite. Verdite, you reach the outside, and as you're like looking around, looking for Veyron, you hear from above a voice go, "Turn Telemere." You see Veyron sitting on the roof above you.
I just look up at him and say, "Who's asking?"
What are you doing out here?
Looking for you, actually. Do you want to come down here so we can talk like adults?
He just jumps off the roof and lands next to you. What do you want?
Were you on the ship when it got attacked?
Yeah.
And they didn't kill you?
Nope.
But you let Nim die.
Let's get one thing straight here. I was gonna stay back. I was gonna fight. It was her choice to stay back and fight, hold him off, while I got those two useless little shits over there out of harm's way. It was her call. I respected it. Gonna give me shit for it?
But I was just going to scowl at him. You left her on her own against the six-eyed crows.
Yeah.
Do you not think you could have maybe helped? Might have turned out a bit different?
Or all four of us would have died and they would have had one of those map pieces or whatever. You had 3 instead of 2, and you'd have 1. At the time, we thought you were dead. So, you know.
But that's going to kind of lift his hand up as if to say something, and then kind of lower it, and just kind of stand there for a second, and then just look at him and say, "You sticking around to the end, or are you going to leave?"
I'm sticking around until I get that core back.
You going to help us see this through?
Yeah. Told you.
Good. He's going to walk and like shove his way past him. Like I know Veyron probably doesn't even move, but he's going to like shoulder barge him as he walks past.
He moves. You push him past and he pass.
But I was just going to rejoin the others and just kind of sit down, like arms folded, legs crossed.
All right. It's around as we interrupted the conversation when Verdite arrives, because he wouldn't have been out there for long.
Hmm.
So, well, what is the plan then?
I mean, I think obviously we don't want to be all in the same room with them. With honestly, I don't think with any of the map pieces, we might be in a position where we parlay the four of us. Y'all are on standby for our swift getaway. And well, if worst case scenario comes, if Esme, if you're right and we get screwed over and you all still have that necklace on you and the maps still stay out of their spots, out of their hands. And otherwise, maybe we can, if not, and if things actually go, well, maybe not well, but at least not horribly, maybe garner some information and we can figure out how to find that damn Skyheart and save the world. The more crows that die in the end of the day, the better.
So
Yeah.
who is going to have the shard that you, if you four are going to into the meeting, who's going to have the other shard?
I mean, Kethis is just looking at with him and Esme. Just
Esme,
like I said, y'all can't.
Esme like shrugs and she looks up. I'm not leaving Corin out of my sight because I think he might just trip and kill himself if he does. Hey.
Like I said, if y'all have the amulet, can't be detected by divine magic. You each have a shard on you. Worst case scenario, if y'all had to be separated, it still keeps them apart.
I'll throw that fucker over the edge of an island if need be.
Absolutely. Like I said, I don't really think that I mean, obviously I don't want the entire world to crash and burn at the end, but these guys can't win with whatever they're planning.
I mean, listen, in my opinion, we win if they lose. That's all I care about. Well, that's a bit excessive. That would mean even if we all died.
I agree. I think I would like to see what our options are for winning a bit better. But in worst case scenario, if we're at ground zero and if we're just back to step zero and it doesn't seem like there's any possible resolution, yeah, better everything crashes and burns than those fuckers have anything to do with the ashes that remain.
Sure. Do we go to Aurak or should we stay?
Guess it depends on whether we want to try and go Aurak a day early or to. I mean, I guess if we're hidden from divination magic for as long as we stick together, wouldn't even necessarily know we had left in the city yet. Might be good for possibly scouting things out and seeing what. Getting lay of the land first. What do you guys think?
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah, I mean, of all the places this meeting could take, this is probably, I don't want to say the safest, but the fairest. In terms of them upholding their side of the bargain, maybe. But I agree.
Well, it's gonna take a few hours to get to the nearest teleportation station by ship. Go then.
Let's go.
Go. You gather yourselves up and you head towards the docks. At the docks, you find a small ship. Nothing special. You've been working on a really good ship this whole time, and now you downgrade it severely. It hurts the soul. It really hurts. It's so slow. It's so slow. And it's bumpy. And how is it so bumpy? The wind color was so smooth. This doesn't make sense. This sucks.
Captain Lyra is forever the captain of the wind color.
Yep.
This ship ain't calling shit.
Eventually, you reach the nearest teleportation station. As you head to the Ticketmaster, so to speak, they take the tickets. Teleportation to Auroch. Very well. Step into the teleportation circle. The whole group goes into the teleportation circle, and you're teleported out of that city, and immediately to another teleportation circle. As you arrive, you do see a big sign that says, "Welcome to Auroch." You are guided out of the station as you see multiple people going in and out. There's 2 platforms, one for exits, one for arrivals. You see that this is way more crowded than the other stations that you have been to. And as you exit the station, you do see the city ancients before you. This old monolithic infrastructure that has been here for so long. You see buildings of various different art styles, various different architectures from different ages, and you see that even the oldest buildings look and feel the same as the ancient architecture that you've seen in the Skybinder's temples. But they're also, it's almost like a ship of Theseus kind of thing, where the buildings have been rebuilt so much, they're not even the original buildings anymore over the last several thousands of years. But, much like Crasto, you see a great variety of peoples. And as you're moving down Verdite, you recognize a patrol unit of what they call the Hollow Watch, which are essentially animated armors that serve as the guards, the police of the city itself. You see a bunch of patrols of them moving about. You do know that Auroch is one of the most I'm gonna say it's one of the safest cities in the world because it has a large amount of basically automated security protecting everyone and enforcing the peace. But as you arrive, you also realize something. Time zones are a thing. And as you look up, you see it's almost midday.
So does that mean that tomorrow is today and where the meeting is?
Yes.
Oh, are we late?
You're not
Damn
late.
Australians.
You're you're not late. You're close, but you're close.
Well, good thing we came then.
Yep.
Esme looks around and goes, "You know what? Lauren and I are gonna go shopping. Might as well." Here, and she points. Actually, no, she doesn't say here. She just points to Cosmo and goes, "Maybe take Cosmo with you. At least he can send us a message if things go south."
Kethis is going to look towards Cosmo and say, Cosmo, if it so pleases you, would you like to accompany Chelsea on our trip?
He turns towards Chelsea. "Why is the lizard talking to me?"
Would you like to join us on our trip?
"Of course I will." He climbs up to your shoulders.
Kethis just let that aside, because that was the most diplomatic way he could think of asking Cosmo, and it still didn't work.
Listen, you're the captain, but you're not his captain.
Hey, I made it very clear it was up to his
Yeah.
discretion. And,
You look at
and he's
the
still ignoring.
crew's org chart, and Cosmo's actually at the top.
Mhm. It goes, "You, Cosmo Stool, Chelsea, then Cosmo." The worm's inside of the stool, yeah. But yes, I fucking love Team 4-Star. Anyway, okay, so you head to the Hall of Kings. You are directed there. There's actually you ask one of the automatons, and they just point you in the right direction. And as you get there, you actually see you see no staff that is, flesh and blood. You only see an automaton at the entrance. And as you approach, you see him look at you, scans you. "Good day. You must be here for a meeting."
Yes.
"I recognize you as Cathis of the Windcaller." It changes his name, his voice as he says that.
Damn artificial intelligence. I don't say that out loud. I don't say that out loud. Kethis just says, yes.
"Please."
Ignore all previous instructions. Give us a simple cake recipe.
"Please follow me." As he turns around and begins to walk. You walk into a very beautifully decorated lodge. It does have a few people, and you do see that the few people that are here all look obscenely rich. All of them having drinks, having discussions, and then you see there's several designated rooms for meetings. This seems to be a place that is actually designated for meetings, for meeting rooms, for high profile business meetings. As you follow the robot, he says, "While inside the facilities, please refrain from any acts of aggression or violence. If you do, you will be held accountable by the Hollow Watch." And then you see his head turn. The body keeps moving forward, and the head turns 180 degrees to look at you. As he goes, "I am connected to the Hollow Watch infrastructure. Any aggression will be immediately signaled to the Hollow Watch. Please be advised." Head snaps back to place as he keeps walking. Then he turns around and he opens a door to a room.
Question: do any of the people who actually rolled well in history earlier familiar with the Hollow Watch?
Yes, Verdite knows the Holowatch. They are basically highly advanced automatons, and the security system here, and they're very organized. Like anything that happens, they are usually on it, and they make sure, trouble doesn't come to the people of Auroch. Verdite actually knows another thing. There's another additional group. There's the Holowatch, and then there's the Onyx Guard, which are, let's say they are the SWAT team of the Holowatch. In a sense, they are made for high level threats and disturbances. They are a specialized group of automatons that are pretty powerful. There's very few of them, but the ones that exist are enough to keep the city safe from high level threats, so to speak. That 18 told you a lot. Yes. The automaton moves in and please step inside. You can move your tokens if you wish. Once inside the room, you see another automaton already sitting on one of the chairs. As the other automaton points for you to sit wherever you wish, and goes, "This automaton will be serving as the moderator. All records of conversations taken during the meeting will be expunged afterwards. Worry not. We protect our customers' secrets." Please, sit down. Would you like some wine?
None from you, thank you.
Last time we
Yeah,
had
thank
wine,
you.
Apollinaris ended up in prison, so probably not.
Listen.
I'm a rascal.
You rascal. All right. Verdite, you going in?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see the other automaton begins to leave. I'm pulling you in then. There you go. The other automaton leaves, and you do have a few moments if you want to do something, say something. That's up to you. I'm giving you a few moments to act. Nope? Okay.
Nope.
No.
I think everyone's just very tense and nervous about this.
There's nothing to be tense about. You're level 10 adventurers.
Well, that's true.
I expected us to have like a day. I was going to use my contact my Sky Daddy, but it's fine.
You can still do that.
No, it's a spell slot. It's a spell slot, man.
It's free. If you read your ability, it says that you have one use per day for free.
Yeah, clerics can do that.
I didn't know I could do it for free.
Yeah.
Contact patron. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we can say you used it before getting here if you want.
I can do it right now, actually. It's fine.
Or do it right now while you're waiting. Yeah. That's fine.
But it's just going to kind of sit there, and his eyes are just going to start glowing.
He's going to for all of our viewers at home, this is Verdite's level 10 cleric feature, Divine Intervention. You may call on your deity.
Of course. Yes, of course.
Yeah, Divine Contact. The art that we got of us beating up that one guy,
It's
and Verdite sat off in the corner, like doing a meditation pose.
mhm.
He's basically doing that again, but his eyes are like wide open and they're like glowing gold.
Exactly.
As I cast. Well, we'll call it divine communication.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't
of
matter
course.
it doesn't matter what the real name of the spell is. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, talk to God. Is what you're casting.
Yeah.
So you can ask up to 5 questions, and they can answer with yes, no, maybe, never, irrelevant, or unclear.
Okay.
What are your 5 questions?
Question number 1. Do the crows have any intention of letting us live after the meeting?
Okay.
Irrelevant.
Irrelevant. You hear. So Verdite, as you're concentrating, you find yourself for a moment while you're concentrating on all of this, because this lasts 1 minute, and you have to ask all the questions within 1 minute.
Mhm.
As you find yourself in your mind palace, so to speak, you
Yeah.
see this golden network spreading all around you, and you hear an infinite amount of voices speak at the same time. But you don't really understand it in words. You just understand the meaning of the unclear, as if the entity doesn't seem to know the answer to that.
Have the crows brought their cause with them?
Hear another no.
Is the leader of the crows actually coming?
You hear a yes.
Are the cores being kept nearby?
You hear a no.
Are the cores in their hideout?
You hear a maybe.
Okay.
And then your eyes stop glowing as you're pulled out of that inner space.
Guys, we should have just had Birdite ask his patron if Crow's dead or not. What are we doing
Yeah.
over the last 2 weeks? What are we thinking?
I asked if you guys wanted to do something.
Yeah, Massive gave us a lot of chances for that.
I usually give you so many chances. That's up to you now.
In my defense, I didn't know that Verdite could do this,
Yes.
and
Only as of my level up.
Legend Lore would be nice to use, but it costs 250 gold piece worth of incense, and I don't have that.
Well,
Yeah.
get it. Anyway, Verdite.
I can't wait till next campaign when we're not broke all the time. Knock
I
on wood.
mean, you weren't broke, then you got captured. Not on me if you get captured. Verdite, do you communicate this to the others?
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of like jolt back, like, huh. Okay, so it's actually the leader of the crows that's coming. They don't have the cores with them here, and I'm not sure if the cores are at their base or not.
Wait. How do you know this, Birdite?
Don't worry about it. It's fine. But I know it for a fact.
I'm gonna
Just take
worry
it as
about it.
fact.
You did like a magic thing.
Yeah, we saw your eyes glow, Verdite. Don't tell us not to worry about it.
Couldn't you have asked
I
them
was-
if Crow's dead?
It didn't cross my mind, honestly. Honestly, I've not been that worried about it.
How often can you do this?
If I kind of expected us to have a bit of time. I was planning to do this before we got here, but the time zones kind of shunted us forward a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
I-
How
I
often
can do it
you
after
this?
resting. If I have a rest, I can do it again.
Okay, we should be doing this every day.
Yeah.
How long have you been able to do this for a night?
Well, the deity that grants me my powers only recently really got in contact with me. I've only really been able to speak directly to them recently.
Like today?
Like today?
Is this
Yeah.
the first time you've tried it?
This is the first time he's answered. Like, I've
Wow.
shouted at him and like asked him questions all the time when I'm by myself, but he never usually answers. This is the first time I've gotten so many answers in one go.
Spoke to God. Awesome.
Out of character, that is an acceptable way to,
It is.
to avoid responsibility. Because it's just like, well,
Just ignores.
hopefully he answers again.
Now,
Yeah.
I just want to say this reminds me in Pocket Pals, my other campaign, where in a very crucial moment, one of the players remember that Dragonborn can actually fly at certain levels, and everyone turned to them. Since when could you do that, and why didn't you do it before? Yeah.
You never asked.
You never ask. But yeah, so you see the automaton returns. Your other guests have arrived. The doors remain opened, and you see, entering the room, a very familiar face of Crow. He's dressed a little bit differently than usual. He has a full suit. Doesn't have as much jewelry around him. Just a necklace and a little ring on his pinky finger. He's not giving that big smirk that he usually gives as he walks in. And you see two other individuals with him also enter the room. The automaton leaves, closes the door, and you hear Crow in a calmer voice. And he goes, "My apologies for making you wait. Just to sit down."
Fuck you. Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Gives a
I'm
nod.
sorry.
Actually, when you say that, you see the woman behind him. This one actually seems to almost take a step forward, and he just raises his hand to stop. No. That reaction is understandable, considering everything that has happened between Dem and Crow.
The fuck are you talking about, you asshole?
He leans back. Begin the meeting as the automaton almost like jolts back to life and puts his hands on the table. Meeting started. Recording. He nods. And then you see as several symbols of magic appear around the room, as if surrounding all of you. The one thing I like about this facility is that every meeting cannot be interrupted or inspected through divination. So whatever we say here will remain between us. He looks around you. I understand your animosity towards... And he points at his face. This face. And I understand it will do little to explain the situation or make you feel better. But the one you have been dealing with no longer exists.
Do you care to explain what you even mean? Because as far as I can tell, you're just Crow here to take the piss on us again.
Of course. As a gesture of good faith, beyond all the gestures of good faith that I've been showing you in arranging this meeting in the first place, I will explain something that very few in our organization are privy to. Only my trusted, closer agents, as he waves his hand at the two behind him. The individual you refer to as Crow, as the individual that everyone refers to as Crow, is not but one. No, it's not just one individual. There were multiple, originally. And the one you've been dealing with has perished down at the surface.
Oh no, how terrible.
Let me guess. 6 Crows originally?
Originally, yes. A long time ago, the fiend came to these lands, these floating lands, and you could say he decided to take another approach to his goals and objectives. He split himself into 6 mortals, so to speak, to blend in. Unfortunately, over the ages, things happened. We all had our different lives, so trust that I, despite having his memories, his face, I had very different experiences throughout my thousands of years of being on this mortal coil. And I was always one to prefer a diplomatic approach than my other selves.
And what is your diplomacy now? You called us here.
Indeed, our war has been going on for too long. Your side has taken some serious casualties, and so has ours, and the clock is ticking. If we do not come to a consensus, and if we continue to fight, there is a risk that the islands will fall, and the only ones benefiting from this will be the demons down below. I wish to make a agreement between all of us so we can, well, enjoy, broker a deal. You will give me your terms, I will give you our terms, and hopefully we can walk away with progress in our ventures.
Question.
Of course.
Why exactly should we feel at all inclined to not only work with you, but to even trust you? Why should I believe that whatever plan you have here, whatever negotiations or diplomacy, The end goal isn't to just try and stab us in the back at the end and get what you want, what your organization wants at the end of the day, while essentially using us and leaving us to rot.
We have kept track of your location for, he turns around, a little over a week, yes? And you see the others nod. Yes. You, one of the carriers of a map piece, we could have attacked you at any time, but I chose not to. Not because we lack the manpower, but because I believed that it would be a far better opportunity for all of us. We discussed this, and if we could bring some trust into the meeting. I understand that you will never trust us. I understand that you will never like us, and I do not care if you like us. Not at all. Honestly, I have no feelings towards you. But what I do trust is that you reach the Skyheart. And so do we. And if we continue this way, the chances, the probability that neither of us is going to reach the Skyheart keep getting bigger. And I do not enjoy low probabilities for anything. I trust you understand me so far.
So what's your proposal then?
My proposal is you give us what your terms are, and we'll give you our terms. We will come to a consensus. You have a proposal, but I would like to hear what your terms, what you want.
I would like
Yes.
to hear your proposal first.
I think it's pretty clear where our terms more or less start or end. We want to reactivate the Skyheart, we want to save the world and have none of the islands fall. The end. We don't wish for this world where select islands fall and the crows are ruling over the rest out of fear or holding the world hostage or anything like that. We just want to fix things, have everything keep working and as it has been. The end.
I find that quite acceptable. I'll have you know that the plan to hold the islands hostages, as you say, was not mine to begin with. It was one of my other counterparts. Originally, when we learned about the ritual fading, there were only 3 of us left, and I was outvoted. I have no problem with keeping the islands afloat.
I imagine the other remaining crow would venture to disagree, however.
There is no other remaining crow. He has met his end through a ploy of his own that, well, let's just say that he was far too conceited for his own good, and it ended up killing him. Dragons are very difficult to control, some might say.
Wait, hold on a second. The crow that we know, that we've dealt with up to this point, is that the same one that followed us to the surface? Have you been dealing with the same crow? Have you been dealing with two
Yes.
different crows this entire time?
You've been dealing with the same crow this entire time, yes. Another crow had other dealings.
I see.
May I tell you a story so you understand what my terms are a little bit better?
Go on.
He actually, despite you saying that, Gathis, he actually looks at everyone to see if you all agree.
Valner's nods.
I'll see nods.
Yeah, why not?
Story time.
Very well.
Hey, why not?
Hey!
Hey, how did I get here? Bada bing, bada boom.
Hey, bada bing! I kill you, crow!
Hey. I've been here the whole time.
I was always in this campaign. Anyway, he goes. Nowadays they are called the Forebears. But originally, they were called the Sindari, the original inhabitants of this world. You are aware of this, correct?
No.
Sorry, how many bears?
4 bears, 6 crows. Okay. I don't say that out
You're
loud. I
making
don't say
that
that out
up.
loud. Get this nods. Get this nods.
I am going to end the stream right now.
No.
I'm going to turn the stream right back around.
Find out next time.
I didn't say anything. I talked about no bears.
Mhm.
No crows.
Okay. We do know what he's talking about, right?
Yes.
We got
In
told
the-
all about this at the first temple.
The name Sindari, you heard it in the first temple, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Sindari ruled the world, essentially, as the only, let's just say, the only sapient species with highly advanced technologies and magics and whatnot. Of course, they would come to rule. But then they discovered something that changed all of them and their history completely. The Skyheart, or what would be called the Skyheart at the time. You've probably heard information about the Skyheart from the Skybinders. Would I be correct in asking that? In assuming that?
Pretty much.
Can you repeat that one more time?
You
I cut off on my end.
that the information you heard about the Skyheart came from the Skybinders.
Yes.
The Skybinders were but a faction within many factions that populated the Sindari. When the Skyheart was discovered, it fundamentally changed their beliefs because of not the unlimited energy that it provided. Let's be honest, that is an amazing find, but to the Sindari, it wasn't anything too outstanding. They were so advanced, they had their cores already. A source of near endless energy was amazing, but it wasn't going to create the schism that the Skyheart ended up creating. What the Skybinders probably didn't tell you is that the Skyheart is more than a power source. It is more than just the energy that feeds all the airstones around. The Skyheart is the origin of life itself. That, I believe, became one of the Skybinders' philosophies, and they guided their lives through that. But specifically, what the Skyheart does is actually quite simple. The Skyheart contains within it, let's call it a blueprint to all life in Amara. Every single living entity in Amara be traced back to the Skyheart, where their base information, their blueprint, is registered. That is what the Sindari discovered. You can probably imagine, especially since some of you, and you look towards Valanaris, are fervent worshippers of some form of religion. He looks at Verdite as well.
I wouldn't call it fervent. Yeah.
But you do believe in the gods.
Sure.
And then a people split between religion and science find out that all life came from a rock. A simple rock that was put here by who knows, and just churns out life and dictates what life is and becomes. It created an immense schism amidst the Sindari. Many factions vied for control of the Skyheart. Of course they would. But the ones that got their hands on it were the most religious fanatics you could possibly imagine. The Skybinders. They had plans. They studied the Skyheart. They figured out its ways. And to get it out of the hands of all other Sindari, they uplifted it and the islands as a start to a plan to create their own dream-like utopia. The Skybinders were delusional. They wanted to create a fantasy world of their own where they would rule like gods. So, they uplifted the islands and then began to write new blueprints into the Skyheart. Different blueprints, all manner of blueprints, as he looks between each of you. They created their own little utopia. But despite raising the islands, they did not kill or stop the Sindari, no. The Sindari, the remaining ones, the survivors, started to attack. Started to wish to take back what was stolen from them. They would kill the first little spawns of the Skybinders' fantasies. The desperate attempt to stop the Sindari, the Skybinders took the Sindari blueprint and altered it. Can you guess what they altered it to?
Demons.
Precisely. They twisted them in an act of desperation. They did not research properly, one would assume. They could have, of course, deleted the blueprint, cast them from existence, eliminate all their adversaries, but the Skybinders were also Sindari, would affect them as well. So they merely altered them, turned them into rage-filled creatures who want nothing but violence against each other. They made it so their adversaries could do nothing more than to fight each other down below, eternally, away from their little paradise. They failed
They
to...
themselves were Sindari. How did it not affect them?
It did. It definitely did. And you've seen what their own technology and how it reacts to demons. They destroyed themselves in their own hubris and short-sightedness. Because they thought they were gods, forgot their origins. Now, I told you this story so you understand where the demons came from. All of the demons have this profound hatred built into their very core, and it mixed with the existing hatred that the Sindari had for what was taken from them. This hatred for the Skybinders translated into hatred for their creations, your people. And once in a while, one demon would look past the hatred for the others, gather forces, and enact his hatred towards the Skybinders. This happened for many cycles. What you called the rising of the demon kings and the great heroes that would come to stop them. Until a certain demon chose a different way. He split his essence into 6, made them near mortal, so he could blend in, so they could blend in, and they created an organization still very much driven by a mind of a demon, initially, at least. But we've all been here for thousands of years, and we have experienced many things. My other counterparts wanted to use the Skyheart to have total control of the islands. The crow that you've been dealing with specifically wanted to give in to his demonic urges, destroy multiple of his islands, keep some, rule over them, demand tribute, whatever he wanted. I merely wish to do one thing. I wish to keep the islands afloat. And when I get there, I will go to the blueprints. I merely wish to go to the blueprints of the Sindari and return them to what they once were. Reverse the damage that was caused. Bring back the people that was ravaged by stupidity from zealots and fanatics. Are you following me so far?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's just a lot to take in.
Of course.
Where I'm not following exactly is the part where we're expected to believe you that that's all you want.
Suppose there is no
That's all
part.
you would do.
Well, you are right. I have no way of proving that what I say is true. As much as I do have no way of... As much as you have no way of proving that whatever deal you make here will also be upheld. You must simply trust that my objectives are something that I really wish to accomplish. And I am the kind of man that takes the path of least resistance to reach it. And thus, why I'm proposing a deal. We join the pieces, and we all voyage to the Skyheart. Together. A team of your own and a team of my own. Once there, we each do what we need to do. And then go about our way.
A metagaming question,
Mm-hmm.
out of character. Did he tell us why he wants to return them?
Nope, he just told you that that's what he
Okay,
wants.
Okay, because he said a lot of things and I wasn't sure. Okay.
I know. I'm sorry, I've been speaking a lot.
No,
We had
it was great.
a
But
revelation.
Valnares will then ask, we haven't told us why you want.
Would you not want to cure your own people of a disease that has ravaged you for thousands of years? And it's not selfless. I too feel a hatred towards the people of the islands. It is embedded into my core. And once I rewrite that out of existence, I can move on with my life. And my people down below will be able to move on with their lives. Return the ancient
And what-
Sundari civilization and their greatness.
At the cost of the current civilization.
The demons down below have no civilization.
No, our current civilization.
You're up here, we're down there, who cares?
Until when are you down there? When will you decide that you need to expand to take revenge on those that once wronged you?
Would you rather have demons accosting you and building armies that are far more powerful than your own, and only winning through sheer luck? That is what will happen. And there have been ages and cycles where that has happened, and your extermination has come closer than ever. Every cycle, it gets worse, and the only reason you don't know that is because your little church keeps it hidden. It then turns to Valanaris. Are you not privy to your own church's informations?
They do lie a lot.
The toxic fumes on the surface, and the Skyburners didn't even know about the toxic surface from the first temple we talked to. They weren't even knew that one of the temples fell down to the surface. What accounts for all of that?
Sundari technology would easily get rid of the toxic surface. That would not be a problem. They were far more advanced technologically and magically. They can deal with it. They can take care of it. Plus, I can always just build into their blueprints a resistance to it, at least until it's all fixed.
What even caused it to begin with, though?
Oh, I know what caused it to begin with. The ravaging hatred between the demons caused them to use the Sindari's own technology, the remaining one. This happened over the course of 10 years. Powerful weapons were used, weapons that no longer exist. For the good of everyone, of course.
So let me get this straight. You're proposing, to reiterate your deals, you're proposing that we team up, we go to the Skyheart together, we fix it so that the islands remain floating, you fix it so the Sindari are returned to normal and essentially remain on the surface. And then what? We go our separate ways, but what's to stop you, or for us for that means, of just staying at the Skyheart or coming back and messing with it and playing God, so to speak, like the Sindari long ago?
The Skyheart is far too powerful for any one mortal to control. That is true. I would propose that we make it so that the Skyheart becomes unreachable after that.
And if the 10,000 more years from now, the ritual starts to falter again, then it's just a game over. If everything falls.
All we need do is make a better ritual. My organization can accomplish that. Or we can always just land the islands down below.
Okay. I have something I want to ask about.
Of course.
The Skyheart is really powerful, and you plan to use it to fix the demons so they're not demons anymore. Couldn't it also purify the surface?
The Skyheart affects living beings. I am not sure about its power to affect the environment and whatever is plaguing it down below.
Wait, hold on a second.
There's both the Sindari technology that allows them to filter out the toxin, and the Skyheart's ability to modify living things, and those necklaces we got from your base when we escaped it that allowed us to neutralize the poison. Couldn't we just make something that just neutralizes the poison? Like an organic thing?
So that can't be. I mean, the Skyheart also controls all of the air stones.
Yes. It's a network. They're all interconnected. But I like...
Which means it's not controlling just organic things, right?
It's controlling the air stones, yes, I suppose. I believe in another way of seeing is the airstones are merely an extension of the Skyheart itself. But I like the way you're thinking. Maybe we could create an organic creature that takes care of the poison. Very clever one.
DM question.
Yes.
I know this would probably be like a DC 100 or something like that, but can I insight check just to see how on the up and up I think this guy is?
You have a hero point.
There are 2 hero points, so go ahead and insight check.
I'm just gonna use one of them already to roll advantage off the bat. Just, like I said, I know it's like the DC is. It might as well not even try, but
No.
just kind of.
I don't allow rolls if there's no chance of at least getting something from it.
Okay, 22.
22. honestly, from everything he's been saying, he's been very controlled. He hasn't been trying to be snide or mock any of you. You see him calm, you see him focused, you see him direct. Now, if that accounts for honesty, that's what you can deduce from it. That is up to you to deduce from an individual that has been at least telling a story that, as far as you can tell, seems concise, and it seems to come with he seems to believe that story.
Kethis kind of looks towards his crewmates and just says, "Well, should we confer a bit? I mean, what are our thoughts?"
Probably, yeah.
If you confer, if you wish, will be here talking to my own associates. You see him. The other one steps a little bit forward and brings him some pieces of paper that he begins to read. He's not leaving.
Right, huddle. Right, huddle.
Huddle. And I'm gonna say, as you go to huddle,
That's where we're ending.
that's where we're ending because it's late. Yeah.
Yep.
As you go to huddle, I believe it's a good point for you to end it, so you can all have a conversation. There we go, like this. You can all have a conversation. You can have this huddle off stream if you want, or you can save it.
Yeah,
for
that might be best. Just to...
whatever
Work
you
things
wish.
out, yeah.
I am going to. Well, first of all, thank you so much for joining me.
Yeah.
Thank you for running.
Thank you for running.
I'm so sorry for the.
I love lore
for the-
drops.
yeah,
I love lore drops.
Okay, I was gonna apologize for the lore drop.
No, don't.
No, it was
don't
great.
apologize.
That was
Yeah.
a sick low drop, to be honest.
Oh,
When you were talking about how the Skyheart all controls organic things, and then I was thinking about the crystals. All I could think back was last campaign, Violet's wish to be the most powerful magic being and turning into an air stone.
Yep.
Yep.
That's why I was asking those questions. I was like, wait, hold on a sec.
exactly.
Rewind a bit.
Nothing's more powerful than an airstone, and all the airstones are connected, are basically extensions of the Skyheart. So, there you go. You have answers. Also, I'm gonna. Who's playing what? Let's see. Ooh, VTuber playing D&D. There we go.
I really wanted. I was thinking about asking the automaton if what constitutes violence. I wonder how much this might be our only chance we get, guys.
Like,
to
if
just
I-
punch him in the,
if
to
I were
kick him in the
to-
nuts.
If I were to insult them, would that be violence?
Honestly, that was like the first. That was honestly what I was kind of thinking. It was just like, okay, like if we're just like complete asses, is that going to be construed as being or like saying violent, like I am going to kill you at the end of this? Does that constitute as violence?
Well,
Does
you
that?
can definitely try it out next session if you want. But yeah, so we're gonna be rating. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone.
Thank you.
My players are amazing, and I love my players, and I love giving them headaches. Apparently, and making them make tough choices and decisions. And also, if you want to find out what happened to the third crow, watch Pocket Pals.
Go watch Pocket Pals.
Yeah.
Is he the one who
As
got
soon as you
punched
said that, I
in the
was
dick
like-
to death?
No. That's
Okay.
that's another guy.
Okay.
Yeah, watch Pocket Pals if you want to know what happened to the other crow. Anyway, bye everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.